This is part 3 of Wholesaling by Alex Saenz. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I continue to bring you more courses, more ebook tutorials, more information to help you strive, survive, and become a success. So please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. The Church of Money. Also, check our website, thechurchofmoney.info. And also check our ebook and tutorial website where you can purchase all these materials via Bitcoin. All courses, ebooks, and tutorials can be purchased via Bitcoin. Information is in the description. Shopee.gg at Urban Stream Media. Thank you. Without further ado, enjoy this tutorial.
Sure. I want to talk about what really matters to you. There's a reason you want to succeed in real estate. There's a reason you want to make the extra income. Whether it's to help your family, you have a daughter or child, or you want to give back to the community, or you want to make an impact. Whatever your motive is, you just want to make sure you define that. This business can do wonders, and this is what it's done for me. In the last, I haven't worked a 9 to 5 for almost 3 years, and to me that means so much because from the age of 16 to 18,
I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in almost
jobs,
10 years.
Quit. Hated it. I worked on Sunday football day. I love to watch football, so I worked on those days. I worked during my birthday. I worked during the birthdays of my siblings, my parents, and I hated it. I hated being locked down. So real estate, wholesaling, here, it's allowed me to not work a 9 to 5 for almost 3 years, which is amazing. Here, I wake up, I sleep when I want to. I hated the fact, I had a schedule at a 9 to 5, and I'm sure if you have one, you hate the schedule. You hate when you see that new schedule, like, damn, I work on this, I was supposed to, blah, blah, blah. I work on my birthday, dang it. So I love the fact that I can wake up, I can sleep when I want, I can do whatever I want. And number 3 here, I travel once a month somewhere. Whether it's a quick road trip, up north here in Arizona, or I go to LA, or wherever it is, wherever I go, I at least do it once a month, and that's been a blessing. I'm a huge support financially for my family, especially my mom and dad. I've been a huge rock, they took care of me growing up. It's my turn to return the favor, so I'm just doing what I can with what I have, and I'm just going to give them the best life possible, here in the second part of their life. I donate to charities, church. I love giving back, willingly, and it's just been absolutely amazing to be able to do so, especially when, you used to be the kid that received the donations. Now I'm the kid that gives the donations, so it's amazing. It's allowed me to live where I want. Let me rephrase that. It has allowed me to live where I always dreamed of living, and now the goal is to rent, not rent, but buy a mansion, the next 5 years. But when I was growing up, all I wanted to do was live in a high-rise apartment, and that's where I live now. So I live in a high-rise apartment. It's allowed me to do that. It's allowed me to provide work for 10 plus people. So the value is there. I'm in a position where I affect the lives of 10 plus people in a work environment. So by me putting myself in that position, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is blessing me with results, because I just believe that God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is not going to let those 10 plus people fail. So me as a leader, I have to, I'm in a great position, and obviously you have to deliver, but it's allowed me to do that. And the best thing is it's allowed me to live a very balanced life. You know, very balanced, and I don't like stressing. I like going wherever I want to go, and it's just been absolutely amazing to be able to do that. And here's a few pictures. So this is a high rise that I live in. I'm not going to tell you guys which one. I don't want you guys to egg me. But live here. I traveled. This was in San Diego with my buddy Jalen. And this is a pool view at my apartment. As you can see, it's amazing. It's beautiful. I wake up early and go here and just ponder. And then this is me and my big brother Carlos Reyes. Some of you guys may know him if you guys follow me on Instagram. But here we are at the yacht, smoking cigars and popping champagne. So, and no, I don't smoke cigars. Just once in a blue moon, celebrating a special occasion. And here I am with my acquisitions manager, Andy Garcia, and we sponsored a church event. And as you can see here, we're speaking in front of all these kids. It was a youth church. And here's some more pictures. And San Francisco, New York. Went to the finals game. Huge fan of LeBron. Hawaii. Private jets. This is a real estate event that we threw here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Sedona, one of my favorite places in the world. And then the Cowboys game, a huge Cowboys fan. So why you're probably asking yourself, why I bought this course. I got this training to learn real estate. I think it's very powerful in knowing who you're learning from. I like to know, what drives, if I'm learning something from someone, I want to know what drives them. I want to know why they do it. I want to know, what they do, their lifestyle. I want to know what that person truly, who that person truly is, right? So my story, you're probably wondering, did Alex Saenz, was he raised, in a wealthy family, or did he have help, or blah, blah, blah. You're probably wondering, who I am. And just to keep a long story short, if you guys want to see my full story, just go on my YouTube page. Just search Alex Saenz, and you'll just scroll through the video, then you'll find it. But guys, I grew up, not middle class, just below middle class. I grew up in a trailer in Home Park all of high school. This is actually my first car I bought, which I did it by flipping Jordans. This is this was my room when I was 18. That's a kennel and carpet. It wasn't the best. It was in the hood. But here, humble beginnings, right? Like, this is the bandit sign that I, hand wrote. And this is how I started, handwriting bandit signs and putting them out and, hoping to get deals. And this picture right here is my first bandit sign ever. When I got in this business, I knew I was going to be a success. I knew for a fact because it was my only option, and I needed to do it for the betterment of my family and generations to come. I just took that upon myself. So I knew, this, looking back, that this picture means a lot to me. Because I grew up with nothing. From age, 3, lived in the back of a church in a mobile home, actually in a camper. The economy was doing really well from 2001 to 2006. We rode that wave, upgraded to an apartment, then a house. My parents bought their first house. Things were going extremely well, through the uprising of the economy in 2005, 4 to 6. My parents were actually doing well. They ended up buying a $500K home as Arizona. The market, as you may know, it corrected. The market tanked. The economy crashed. My parents lost 2 houses. They got foreclosed on 2 houses. We were forced back to, to rent. Rented a. So after the crash in 2008, I was about 12. And it's a long story, but after the crash in 2008, we were forced back to rent houses. So we rented homes from here to here to there, and every house that we rented, they got foreclosed on, and the owners never told us. So here we are moving, and finally, my parents bought a mobile home, and I hated it because I had just lived 500K home, and now I have to come back and live here. So I absolutely hated it, and my ego did not like it, but it humbled tremendously, and I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. Unfortunately, during living here, my parents had financial troubles, and the lack of money lack of money ruined my family, is what I believe. My parents ended up getting a divorce, and it was just the beginning of a great story. But during that time, I dealt with suicide thoughts and depression and anxiety, and I'm not ashamed to say it. And it wasn't good. My parents divorced. I had a few years of it was just tough. And then 18, I found real estate and started handwriting signs. I never got a deal from handwriting signs. They do work, and we'll go into that here in the next videos. I never got a deal, and I ended up getting a deal driving for dollars, and that was just the beginning of an amazing journey. And you guys, if you guys are following me, you know now that we're producing hundreds of thousands. We're producing six-figure months, and this is where it started. Now, if you're interested in the whole version, just go on to YouTube. But guys, this is my story. This is who I am. This is what I do. I love to travel. I love to enjoy myself. I don't like stressing, and I love to help. I love to help my family, and just be a very positive light for a lot of people. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was very important for me to let you guys know who I am. And honestly, you guys to write down right now, if you're taking notes, why you're doing this and for who. Because it can just be for you. If you just want the success, you're not going to be successful. Well, you're not going to be as successful. But if you do it with the intention to provide value for other lives and, sponsor a church and help your family financially and this and that, you're going to have by far way more expedited success. So guys, write down why you're doing this and what you're doing it for. I think it's very powerful. See you guys.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe and share. Hit the notification bell.